Hey everyone, it's Tyler. The other day I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and I came across these old Ubiquiti cameras. I believe these are like first or second gen cameras. The model number is just UVC. There's one Pro version and 3 of the regular version. The price was really good. I told the guy basically I'm paying for nostalgia because I wanted these back in the day, and so they came across Facebook Marketplace and I just had to have them. The seller said he purchased these and took them out of the box to look at them, but he never actually used them. And so I think that's really unique that these are 11 years old and they've never been used. So I figured let's do an unboxing. Something I'm really curious about is if I can adopt these into Unify Protect and see if they'll actually work on my home network. Okay, so we'll start by unboxing the smaller camera first. So here we have the smaller camera. We can see the older Unify logo, 720p indoor-outdoor IP camera with infrared, and it's H.264 encoding. Here on the back of the package, it's showcasing Unify video and the optional NVR you could purchase. So back in the day, you could download Unify video and run that off of your computer or server on site and adopt the cameras that way. Looking on this side, we got the model number is UVC and the test date is December 10th of 2014. And we have the old Ubiquiti logo. This is their old address in California and their old website. Okay, so let's open it up. So it looks like we have the template for mounting this on the wall. We have our quick start guide. Here's the band for pole mounting. We've got our cable, our 24 volt power adapter, PoE adapter, our wall anchors and screws, and looks like an Allen wrench. And then we have our camera. So I'm going to put all this back in the box so we can look at the camera. Okay, looking at the camera, looks like this is plastic and this is a metal here. This is the pole mount, but also you could do the screws for wall mounting. We've got a sunshade there, so that slides out. And then looks like on the bottom, this is where the cable goes, which is interesting. Yep, so we have a SD slot, reset button, and then the Ethernet jack. And that's 24 volts PoE. And it looks like you just run the cable through here, and then you would snap this back in. Oh, this way. Interesting. Yeah, it says indoor outdoor, but this is definitely not water resistant. So water's going to get into your micro SD slot or into the PoE. There we go. So we have the set screws here to do fine adjustments once you've mounted it. Cool. So that is the smaller camera, the 720p. Okay, so taking a look at the Pro version here. This one's a lot heavier than the 720p one. We have the old Unify logo, 1080p indoor outdoor with infrared and 3 times optical zoom. And this has the Pro label. Same thing on the back here. showing Unify Video, package contents, and the optional NVR. So this shows 1080p Full HD at 30 frames per second, and then 3 megabyte wide dynamic range, or 3 MB, and 3 times optical zoom. This does say weatherproof. Okay, so we'll open this up. This has got to be like 4 pounds. Okay, so for this one, we've got this protective foam here, and there we go. This thing is huge. I mean, compared to my hand, look at that. So we have the power adapter. This one's going to be 48 volt, I believe. Yeah, 48 volts adapter there. I love that old logo. Pole mount. Looks like we've got screws, wall anchor, and then another set of screws and wall anchors with adjustment wrench. Our template for wall mounting, and the quick start guide. And I think we have the camera next. This thing is massive. Wowzers, look at that. And look at that tail. That's a huge hole to drill. Wow. Okay, so starting in the back, actually, and then we have the power cable down there. So let's get this box off of here. Goodness. And this thing is like all metal. Man, that's heavy. Okay, so let's start from the back. The cable is going through the rear this time. You've got your ridges for pole mounting, your holes for wall mounting. And then we have this huge pigtail. There's a rubber grommet. Oh. Oh, okay. So the rubber grommet stays in there. That's really interesting. So, if you can see it, there is the RJ45 port, and there's a bunch of different pins around that, like gold pins. So let me look in the manual to see what those are for. Oh, so there's an optional accessory here. The Unify Video Camera Pro cable accessory provides additional connectivity options for Unify Video Camera Pro, including audio in and out and MFi import options. There's also a reset button and PoE Ethernet connector. Huh, okay. Well, that's cool. So you can add audio and whatever import is to the camera. Nice. So that's a accessory. Okay, so back to it. So yeah, that's a huge pigtail. That's a huge hole you're gonna have to put. If this was on brick or something, that's a big cable, because you're not gonna be able to, I don't think you're gonna be able to tuck that in there. Okay, so I'll put this back in. Okay, looking at the bottom of it, we have the serial number and model number. Looks like there's 2 screw holes. Not sure what those are for. But then we have our set screws for mounting, or for adjustment after mounting. I just can't believe how heavy this thing is. Look how big that is. Okay, so looking at the lens, it looks like the sun shield is built in there and not movable. And then we have our huge camera lens. Okay, so there's our two Gen 1, I'm assuming, cameras. They're Ubiquiti UVC cameras. So let's try to get these adopted into Protect and see if they work. Okay, let's start with the light camera first. So I have my Ubiquiti Flex switch here. I have the PoE adapter here, the 24 volt. So LAN port into the switch. And the PoE will go into the small camera. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but the lights are on. There we go. Oh, there we go, we got activity. So does this show up in Protect? So here, new device detected, G3 bullet detected. Oh, and then here it shows G2 bullet, click to adopt. Interesting. Okay. We'll adopt and see what happens. It says one new device added. It's been a few minutes now and it's still on adopting. So let's go to its IP address and see if we can get to it. Oh, there it is. So there's a live view. It's pretty choppy because it's in the web page. But that's cool. We can see the throughput, DHCP client. Oh wow, a lot of log stuff. And then device. So if we had our unified video server, we could attach it there. We could change the password, firmware update. Let's see if we can update it. Oh, I have to upload a file. I doubt I'll be able to find that. So yeah, it's still adopting. I don't think it'll fully adopt. Unified Protect probably doesn't know what to do with this camera. So let's try the Pro version and see if that's any different. Okay, I switched to the 48 volt adapter. So there's no activity lights on this one. I feel like I heard the camera click. Okay, so it shows G2 Pro. Click to adopt. Well, still no luck with the Pro version adopting, so let's go to its web page. Okay, so there's the Pro version. Looks like all the same info here. Still probably cannot update. You have to choose a file. So it doesn't look like I can zoom in or anything like that from the web page. That's funny, the date says January 10th, 2004. Okay, so there you have it. Unboxing of the Ubiquiti UVC cameras from 2014. So I guess you could say this is an unboxing 11 years later. I'll see if I can get this to work with Unified Protect, or if I can get my hands on the Unified Video software and download that to a computer and try to get these adopted so we can see what the image quality is like and how the optical zoom works on the Pro version, and see the image quality between 720p and 1080. But if they don't work, I still think these are a cool find. these will be fun to have and be in the background of my videos. And I don't know, it's just nostalgic to see the difference in cameras that Ubiquiti has come out with in the past decade, and to see the leaps forward in technology they have made. And I don't know, it's just cool to have these. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'm super close to 500 subscribers. I'm just starting this journey of being a content creator, and I'm enjoying it so far. So if you want to join me, please subscribe. Give this a thumbs up if you want, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.